Hi VC, back again with my finally, well, not finally, but like after a bit of delay, here's another of my Gimme 10 1990s. I'm trying to limit the amount of videos I chuck up because I've been chucking up shed loads of videos and it takes an awful lot of time to watch them all. So I am going to try and do no more than 2 or 3 a week, maybe. Well, we'll see how long that stays, I don't know. But here we are anyway. So with my third selection of records that I have from 1990, this one's a bit of a mixed bag, and then the final two will be more themed, just because that's worked out. It just worked out from what I was buying in 1990. Right, so here we go. Now, first up is a record I've shown before in my Julian Cope special. It's Julian. This was released in 1990. It was the second of his self-released albums. Really, really lo-fi. Recorded, well, released on Zippo. I'm not sure how this one was distributed. I think this might have been distributed more normally than him going into record shops and just sticking them in the racks. But this is great. I've talked about this at length on my Julian Cope video, so if you want to find out more about this album with the cutest cover I've ever seen and the greatest cover quote, Mona Lisa walks up to me, says, "Have you got a match?" I said, "Yeah, your face and my art." There you go, Copey for you. Right, second record up is one of my, I just love this guy. This is Marc Almond, Enchanted. I just love him. I think he's absolutely brilliant from all the different kinds of stuff he's done. So this one has, what's he got on it? A Lover Spurned was the main single. I think Waste and Strays was a single as well. But there's some really good tracks on here. Toreador in the Rain, Desperate Hours, just a good old Torch song. Fairly plain sweet with just a few, tasteful pictures and a tasteful picture in the lyrics. And this was released on Some Bizarre, of course. Terrific record, there we go. Complete change of pace with this one, and it's still got a nasty sticker mark, which I never took off. Anthrax, Persistence of Time. Now, I think... Glasses. I've chucked them down somewhere. There we go. Haha. I'm pretty sure this was the last Joey Belladonna album. Am I right? Or am I wrong? I'm just checking it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the last Joey Belladonna album, and I just lost contact with Anthrax after that. Just wasn't particularly interested. But this one is a great album. Time is just brilliant. Keep It in the Family, Belly of the Beast, H8 Red, or Hate Red. Just really good. I've also got the single of, was it Time? I think I've got the CD single of Time, and on there they do a cracking cover of the Smiths' London. Absolutely brilliant song that is. Brilliant cover as well. But this is magnificent. So there we go. Here's a record. I was buying an awful lot of metal in 1990. I used to go down there. Used to be a stall in Camden Market, and they used to sell, like, obviously I think he got a lot of promo stuff, and he used to flog it for like 3 or 4 quid for an album. And at the time I was reading Raw and a bit of Kerrang, but Raw mainly. And I was getting into all these sort of rock band, well, metal albums. This one is True Sounds of Liberty. Yeah, the punk band True Sounds of Liberty. I'm sure if Vinyl Richie sees this video, then he'll have a fit, because really they shouldn't have been called True Sounds of Liberty at this point. And I don't think they had any original members left. They're totally saying that just changed their sound to a hair metal. But for all that, I love this record. I think it's absolutely superb. There we go. I mean, that is not True Sounds of Liberty. I've got some of their CDs, and great punk. Really great punk. But this is not the same band. So yeah, it's called Hell on Earth. I think it's called Hell on Earth. Oh yeah, hang on. Oh, Strange Love. It's called Strange Love. I think this was the second. Was it the second of their hair metal records? When everybody else had buggered off. So yeah, you know what you're going to get on here. You got Hell on Earth, Strange Love, In the Wind, White Lightning, Blow by Blow, Stop Me at the Edge, Goodbye. I really like this, but then I've got a soft spot for some hair metal, and this is a great one. Yeah, there's plain in the sleeve. I don't think there's any inserts in it either. No. So there we go. Like, I really love that record. And then this lot came back in 1990 with Painkiller, Judas Priest. This is such a heavy record. It is basically just about a thrash record, really. It is so heavy. It's not like much else that they recorded previously. It was a yard away from British Steel and stuff like that. But I played this recently, and it's a cracking record. Really good record. Really rated them. Just heavy as hell. It really is good. So if you haven't heard this one by Priest, then I really recommend this, because I rate it a lot more than some of their other late 80s records. Excellent. And we've got this lot, Faith, Hope and Love by King's X, I don't know. I remember like DJs at the time calling them King's X, but really it should be King's Cross, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think they've got a kind of a Christian edge to them, but it didn't bother me, because I think this flat out rocks. Flower in the Desert there on the back. I really do need to play this again. It's been an awful long time since I played this. But I do remember really loving this at the time. So there we go. Faith, Hope and Love by King's Cross. Another metal band, or rock band, Circus of Power, Vices. This is down and dirty rock. This isn't hair metal of any kind. This is... I love this as well. There's the back of it. Really good. There seemed to be a lot of this stuff around in the late 80s, early 90s, especially early 90s. Kind of more rough and ready. And this really appealed to sort of that side of me that really likes a sort of rough and ready sort of side of rock. Not polished at all. Really good. Then we've got Heads Up. This is Soul Brother Crisis Intervention. This is called. Really funky stuff. Funky metal this time. Obviously took their cue from the Chili Peppers. The 80s Chili Peppers, not the meandering tosh that came out sort of in the 2000s. Some of the worst songs ever recorded. I'm sorry, but just absolutely abysmal the Chili Peppers became. But back in the 80s, when they were doing Freaky Styley and stuff like that, and getting produced by George Clinton and all that, they were great. And this lot, a little bit heavier than the Chili's, but really good. I was really surprised when I stuck this on the other day, as to how good it actually sounds still. Brilliant record. Heads up. Should we go stay rock and then go indie for the last one? Burning Tree. This is terrific. This is terrific. This was Mark Ford's band before he joined the Black Crowes. Somebody left and they recruited Mark Ford, and unfortunately this was the only album I think they released. And it is terrific. The guitar playing on it is fabulous. And the songs are really good. It's sort of like that slow jammy sort of, I mean, no wonder that the Crowes took Mark Ford, because it is right sort of the same sort of area that you're looking at. Just from start to finish, it's a treat. So if you ever see a copy of this knocking around, I don't know whether this is rare or not, I've got no idea, but if you see a copy of it knocking around, then I'll pick it up, because it's a terrific listen. And then finally, just to round off this 10, is a bit of shoegaze. We've got the debut, well, it's touted as a debut album by Lush. You can just about see it there, very small, called Gala. It was actually a compilation of all their early EPs, because all the shoegaze bands really love to release EPs, 12-inch EPs. Ride did it, Chapter House did it, Slow Dive did it, Swerve Driver did it. They all released EPs, and Lush did it. Now this is way before they turned into a Britpop band in '96, and it's all typical 4AD, very lush sounding soundscapes, quite catchy in places. They knew their pop hooks, and it's an absolutely gorgeous package. So you've got, right, so there's the first cover. You then take that off and you get that one, which I think is the bog standard cover with the track listing. And then you get the inner sleeve, which again is absolutely gorgeous. So the tracks, yeah, so it's a Sweetness and Light EP, the Mad Love EP, the Scar EP, and then a couple of other tracks from other places, including a brilliant cover of Hey Hey Helen by ABBA, which I forget which album that is. It off? No, I'm not even going to try and remember. I can't remember which album that one's off. But it's a terrific cover of Hey Hey Helen, so they knew their pop stuff then. And this cover, it's very hard to see, but it's actually, I don't think it should, yeah, you can just about see it, but it's actually, I'm trying not to pull it too much so I don't muck it up, but it's actually printed on the inside as well, and that's gorgeous as well. So all in all, just stunning artwork, but then all 4AD records really are stunning, to be honest. And the music, it's hang on, or do I usually keep that like that so we get that. It is beautiful, basically, absolutely beautiful. There we go, Lush and Gala. Well, there's my third edition of Take 10 1990. Hope you have seen something that piques your interest. Terrific records there, some terrific records, and I'll be back again with another Gimme 10 1990 very soon. Alright then, cheers VC, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.